Hello everybody, welcome back to Before He Spoke. Rich here on a very, very exciting day. That's right, iPhone 10 launch day. So, we've been eagerly waiting this phone since it was announced. I'm sure all of you will have heard of it and seen it. Some people would have thought it's for them, some people not. So we have managed to get hold of one of the launch handsets, and so I wanted to bring you first unboxing. So this is literally brand new from the Apple Store. Picked it up today, brought it back, and just wanted to do a quick video to unbox this with you. So pull tab still fresh. Let's get into it then. So you probably know one thing about this phone, and that is, I think I'm right in saying this is pretty much the most expensive phone that you can buy at the moment. And it kind of sets a new benchmark for the iPhone. So back in September, when Apple did their usual launch event, they did as they were expected to do, and they launched the iPhone 8, and they also launched the iPhone 10, or as people have referred to it, the iPhone X. So this is because it's the 10th iteration of the iPhone, so to celebrate that, Apple have launched something special. Now there's been a lot of contention around this in terms of starting to do this twin track, where you've got the sort of slightly lackluster model launch, and then you've got the big fanfare around the iPhone 10. It's fair to say the 8 was only moderately successful and limped out a little bit, and I think that's because people have been waiting for this one, the iPhone 10, because this is one that really sets a new direction for the iPhone and is exciting for iPhone users, because it's moving away from the standard sort of bezel and everything that you've got on the previous iPhones like this, and we've gone edge-to-edge screen, so very cool. I wanted to pick one up and see what the fuss is about. I would say I'm a little bit undecided as to whether or not this is going to be the right phone for me to keep hold of. As I said, they are very expensive, and that is something that you do have to consider, because of course it's unlikely that in a year's time, when the update to this phone comes out, that Apple are then all of a sudden going to go, actually we're going to start selling for a similar price to what we sold. I think this will be the phone that takes iPhones into the 1K plus price bracket, and probably keeps them there, and I imagine that Apple will continue to have a sort of a sub 1K phone moving forwards. So I guess really it's down to whether or not you see the value in the features that they've added to this, and also just whether or not you're that bothered about having the latest phone. So without any more chat, let's get into the box. So this is the 256GB model. All comes apart very nicely. Not the usual cellophane shrink wrap that they have had on the previous phones, but actually it's sort of a thicker stuck-on thing. So as soon as we open the box up, we've got the familiar design by Apple, as you've all probably seen if you're into your Apple products, and no doubt in here is the usual quick start guide and maybe some freebie Apple stickers, I would have thought. Yeah, usual stuff, quick start guide, the little pin to get your SIM card in, and yes, some Apple stickers. Who says Apple are tight? They give you 2 free stickers with every purchase. So that's that stuff, which we're not really bothered about, let's be honest. And here we go. This is it. So iPhone 10. Let's have a look. Pop this out. First thing that hits me really is it's nice. It feels really solid. They've changed the back of these, so it now has a glass back, because it now has wireless charging, which obviously is a bit old school, but it's new to Apple, and Apple have a brilliant ability to make reasonably old technology sound new and exciting. So yeah, now you've got the wireless charging on this phone. So they've replaced that back there with a glass back. If we start to peel this off, to one side. So there we have it. That is the iPhone 10. So this edging is now stainless steel, and you can feel that. The phone feels incredibly nice quality, more so than you know, the previous iPhones. Going on here, trying to get this to light up in some way. Yeah, there we go. So phone coming on now. Let's look at what else we get in the box for a minute whilst that's loading up. So you get the usual power brick, goes in the wall, allows you to charge it, and then you've got the the corded Apple earbuds. These are, don't know, personally I think these are pretty poor. Never used those. Just got some Beats wireless headphones, use those. Still shipping with the 3.5mm adapter on the back, if you're still using your 3.5mm corded headphones. And this is now on a sort of a cardboard thingy. Previously this used to come in sort of a bit of a nicer plastic case. I don't know if that changed with the 8, because this is actually a 7, my last one, or whether that's new for the 10, but that's just sort of, I guess that's good, cardboard instead of plastic and everything, better for the environment. And then this for me is a bit frustrating. Comes with an old format USB charging cable. So any of you who've got the new MacBooks, so I got the new MacBook Pro a little while ago, USB-C only, and so if you've got the flagship MacBook and you've got the flagship iPhone, doesn't come with a cable to actually plug it into a USB-C port. So that to me feels a bit of a misstep for Apple. I really think they should have probably shipped this with 2 cables, one for older USB format and one for USB-C, or you know, in the same way that they've done to try and drive change with the MacBook, they should have just shipped it with the USB-C maybe. But that would have obviously frustrated quite a lot of people. So that's what you get in the box. No real surprises there. Let's see whether. So there we go. We've got this now fired up, so you can see straight away the phone is edge to edge in terms of its screen, and slight difference there. Now this phone is my existing phone. This is an iPhone 7 Plus. I went for this because I wanted the best battery, wanted the larger screen size. To be honest, ever since I got it, I've sort of regretted it because it's really big. Even for someone who has quite large hands, it's a really large phone, and it is actually, I'm actually not really able to get from one side of the screen to the other. So the thing about the 10 that really interested me was you'll be able to see here just about, you've got the same size screen as you have on the Plus, but you don't have anything like the same size phone. So let's just stack that up there. You can see against the Plus, it's a little bit smaller, a lot shorter, narrower, a lot shorter, which is great because, to be honest, with this, especially if you're wearing smart trousers, if you're wearing, to be honest, even with jeans, that is a pain to have that in your pocket. I quite often end up taking that out of my pocket to sit down. So there it is, iPhone 10. First impressions, looks absolutely amazing, and I'm really excited to get into this and try and work through all the gesture controls that you now have to know, because it hasn't got a home button, see what the other buttons are like, and see what the face unlock is like. Big new feature with this is Face ID to unlock the phone. So if you are just looking at the phone, then it should be unlocked. So as you pick the phone up, it will recognise it's your face, recognise it's 3D, and the phone should just be unlocked. You can go straight in. So I'm going to go and set this up and start having a play, try and learn some stuff, and I'm going to live with this certainly for a little while, maybe a couple of weeks, and see how I get on, and then I'm going to do another video and report back and talk about how I've actually found it, what the features are, and if I really feel like it's worth keeping hold of, to be honest. At the moment I think these are on a sort of at least a 3 to 4 week lead time, if not a bit longer with Apple. I think it's been I've heard reports today of 3 to 4 weeks. I've heard reports of 10 weeks or more. So time will tell, as to how long it's going to take to actually get one of these in your hand if you haven't already pre-ordered one. So, and of course, at this point in time, scarcity and everything being as it is, we can expect that there'll be people trying to make a quick buck out of these by flipping them on eBay and the like. Saw some reports of ridiculously priced ones on eBay today, but to be honest, first impressions would say this may well actually be something that I'd be quite keen to keep hold of. So I will come back to you and we'll report back. In the meantime, keep following us on Instagram at Before He Spoke, and please subscribe to the channel, give us a comment, give us a thumbs up, share the video, and see you soon. Thank you, bye.